In August 2019, something unprecedented happened in the fast food world. Popeyes introduced a chicken sandwich, and within days, the internet exploded. Twitter wars erupted. People stood in 3-hour lines. Some locations sold out completely. Police were called to manage crowds. And at the center of this chaos was a simple truth. Everyone was trying to beat Chick-fil-A. How did a chicken sandwich, just chicken, pickle, and a bun, become so iconic that it could spark a nationwide frenzy? How did one restaurant's recipe become the gold standard that every other chain desperately tried to match? The answer takes us back to 1946, to a tiny restaurant in Hapeville, Georgia, where a 25-year-old entrepreneur was about to accidentally create the template for modern fast food. Truett Cathy wasn't trying to change the world when he opened the Dwarf Grill. He just needed to make a living. The restaurant was literally the size of a house. 10 stools, 4 tables, and Cathy working every position from cook to cashier. Hapeville was a small town outside Atlanta, and the Dwarf Grill was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone. But Cathy had a problem. He was competing with bigger restaurants that could serve food faster and cheaper. He needed something that would set him apart, something that would make people choose his tiny diner over the established competition. In the mid-1960s, Cathy started experimenting with chicken. Fried chicken was popular in the South, but it took too long to cook for fast service. Traditional fried chicken required 20 to 25 minutes, which was an eternity in the restaurant business. Customers wouldn't wait that long for lunch. So Cathy tried something different. Instead of deep frying, he used a pressure cooker. The pressure cooking method sealed in the juices while cooking the chicken in just 4 minutes. The result was chicken that was crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and ready in a fraction of the time. But here's where Cathy made his genius move. Instead of serving it as traditional fried chicken pieces, he butterflied the breast, seasoned it, and served it on a buttered bun with just 2 pickles. That was it. No lettuce, no tomato, no special sauce. Just chicken, pickle, and bun. He called it the Chick-fil-A sandwich, combining chicken and filet in a way that sounded upscale but approachable. The name itself told you exactly what you were getting. A chicken filet, not pieces, not nuggets, but a complete breast served as a sandwich. The sandwich was an instant hit at the Dwarf Grill. Customers started coming specifically for Cathy's chicken sandwich. They'd bring friends to try it. They'd special order it even when it wasn't on the menu board. Word spread through Hapeville, then to neighboring towns. What Cathy had created wasn't just a sandwich. It was a completely new category of fast food. Before Chick-fil-A, fast food meant hamburgers or hot dogs. McDonald's had burgers. Burger King had burgers. White Castle had tiny burgers. Nobody was doing chicken sandwiches as their main item. The sandwich worked because of its simplicity and quality. The pressure-cooked chicken was genuinely better than what other fast food places were serving. The seasoning was distinctive but not overwhelming. The pickles added just enough tang to balance the richness, and the buttered bun elevated the whole experience above typical fast food. By the late 1960s, Cathy knew he had something special. He started franchising the concept, but with a twist that would become central to the Chick-fil-A identity. Every location would be closed on Sundays. This wasn't a business decision, it was a values decision. Cathy was a devout Southern Baptist who believed his employees deserved a day of rest. In an industry built on maximizing revenue, closing 1 day a week seemed like business suicide. Every other fast food chain was fighting for 7-day-a-week customers. But the Sunday closure became part of Chick-fil-A's identity and, surprisingly, its appeal. It suggested that this wasn't just another corporate fast food chain grinding out profits. It was a company with principles, even if those principles cost money. The first official Chick-fil-A restaurant opened in 1967 in Atlanta's Greenbrier Mall. It wasn't a traditional restaurant. It was a mall food court location. This was revolutionary. While other chains were building standalone restaurants, Cathy was betting on shopping malls as the future of American retail. The mall strategy was brilliant. Shoppers were already there, already hungry, already in a spending mood. The chicken sandwich was perfect mall food, quick, clean, and delicious. You could eat it with one hand while carrying shopping bags with the other. Through the 1970s and 1980s, Chick-fil-A expanded throughout the South, primarily through mall locations. The chicken sandwich remained virtually unchanged. Same recipe, same simplicity, same quality. While other chains constantly introduced new menu items and promotions, Chick-fil-A stuck with what worked. This consistency became a key part of the brand's appeal. You knew exactly what you were getting at Chick-fil-A. The chicken sandwich in Birmingham tasted identical to the one in Charlotte. In a fast food world of constant change and gimmicks, Chick-fil-A offered reliability. The company also developed something unprecedented in fast food: genuine customer service. Employees were trained to say, "My pleasure," instead of "You're welcome." They'd walk around the dining room offering refills. They'd bring food to your table. This wasn't just fast food, it was hospitality. By the 1990s, Chick-fil-A had become a regional powerhouse throughout the South. But it was still primarily a regional chain, unknown in much of the country. That began to change in the 2000s when Chick-fil-A started expanding beyond the South and beyond malls. The expansion revealed something remarkable. The chicken sandwich translated perfectly to different markets. What worked in Atlanta worked in Denver. What worked in Charlotte worked in Los Angeles. The simplicity and quality were universal appeals. As Chick-fil-A went national, other chains began to notice. McDonald's introduced its own chicken sandwich. Burger King launched chicken products. KFC tried to get into the sandwich game, but none of them captured what made Chick-fil-A special. The difference wasn't just the recipe, it was the entire approach. Other chains treated chicken sandwiches as menu additions. Chick-fil-A treated the chicken sandwich as the foundation of everything they did. Every other menu item supported the chicken sandwich. Every operational decision prioritized chicken sandwich quality. The real test of Chick-fil-A's iconic status came in August 2019 when Popeyes launched their own chicken sandwich with the tagline, "Love that chicken." The internet immediately began comparing it to Chick-fil-A. Twitter users posted side-by-side photos. Food bloggers ranked them. Lines formed at Popeyes locations across the country. Within a week, Popeyes had sold out completely. The demand was so intense that the chain had to discontinue the sandwich while ramping up supply temporarily. When they brought it back in November, the lines were even longer. But here's what was remarkable about the chicken sandwich wars. They proved Chick-fil-A's dominance. Every comparison used Chick-fil-A as the gold standard. Every review asked whether the new sandwich could beat Chick-fil-A. Popeyes wasn't trying to create something new. They were trying to copy something that Chick-fil-A had perfected decades earlier. McDonald's responded with their own chicken sandwich. Burger King launched multiple chicken variations. KFC redesigned their sandwich. Shake Shack introduced a chicken option. Even regional chains jumped into the chicken sandwich market. All of these chains were chasing something that Chick-fil-A had created in a tiny Georgia diner in the 1960s: the perfect fast food chicken sandwich. What made the chicken sandwich wars so significant wasn't just the competition. It was what they revealed about American food culture. For the first time, a non-burger item was driving fast food innovation. Chicken had become more important than beef. Health-conscious consumers were choosing chicken over hamburgers, and Chick-fil-A had given them the template for what great fast food chicken should taste like. The success of the chicken sandwich also reflected changing American values. Chick-fil-A's combination of quality, service, and values resonated with consumers who were tired of impersonal corporate fast food. The Sunday closure, which seemed like a liability in 1967, became a strength in 2019. Today, Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich remains virtually unchanged from Truett Cathy's original recipe. Same pressure-cooked chicken breast, same seasoning, same pickles, same buttered bun. In an industry obsessed with innovation and limited-time offers, Chick-fil-A's commitment to their original sandwich seems almost radical. The numbers tell the story of the sandwich's iconic status. Chick-fil-A now generates more revenue per restaurant than McDonald's, despite being closed one day a week. They've become the third largest fast food chain in America, built almost entirely on the foundation of one sandwich. But the real measure of the chicken sandwich's iconic status isn't sales, it's influence. Today, every major fast food chain has a chicken sandwich that follows the Chick-fil-A template: seasoned breast meat, pickles, and a bun. The formula that Truett Cathy created in his tiny Hapeville diner has become the industry standard. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich became an icon because it solved a fundamental problem: how to make great chicken fast. But it became legendary because it never compromised on that solution. While other chains chased trends and added complexity, Chick-fil-A perfected simplicity. In a world of constant change, the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich represents something increasingly rare: a product that got it right the first time and had the discipline to leave it alone. That's not just good business, that's how legends are made. When food historians look back at the late 20th and early 21st centuries, they'll see the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich as a turning point, the moment when chicken became king, when simplicity beat complexity, and when values became as important as value. All from a sandwich that started in a 10-stool diner in Georgia, created by a man who just wanted to serve great food quickly.